WNBA, what do I always say? The gift that keeps on giving. And if there's anybody who is welcome to chime in and blast Kathy Engelbert and blast the WNBA for the officials, it is.
I think overall, I think that we've always had fans that deeply care and have been there from the very get-go. I just think now we have the platform that not only highlights us as players, but highlights our fan base, highlights our league.
Team names include Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexie Hull. And this was the breaking point, according to some sources, because what was going on in the WNBA behind the scenes? Ignoring, benching, dubious fouls, and silence up to this point because they stopped being silent today. And the league is in a panic over what they purportedly revealed. This is not drama, so stay to the very end. It's a shocker.
Everything to be up out of here, because you want to know why? They ain't got to pay them nothing. They want the league to go back into the sunken place. And I believe the Indiana Fever was by far the first people to be on board. They the highest grossing, highest rated team in the entire league. Y'all think the Herman dude really want to pay these ladies $1 million a contract when he ain't got to? He been paying them what, 80,000, 90,000 a year? He don't want to pay them women $1 million if he ain't got to. What's the best thing to do? Make Caitlin Clark inactive?
Fans noticed something wasn't right for weeks. Hit hard, no whistle, Caitlin Clark. Sophie Cunningham, quick fouls, and tough defense. Lexie stopped, exerted herself, hustled, and was abruptly benched. Commenters dismissed it. Fans weren't blind, but coaches shied away from questioning. The pattern seems intentional. Additionally, individuals begin to raise inquiries when trends recur. This is what analysts and insiders began subtly pointing out. Leeway was being given to some athletes. Some weren't. Some reactions were accepted. Others penalized right away. And Lexie, Sophie, and Caitlin. They were performing under a microscope. One error was benched. One technical emotion. One hard foul was reviewed. On the other end, comparable plays take place. Nothing. No reviews, no calls, and no accountability. It was deemed biased by fans. It was referred to as game flow by league authorities. However, tension was growing behind closed doors.
Not be rugby. This should not be more physical than an NFL game. It shouldn't. Let's take a listen to what Lexie Hull had to say. And then I'm going to show you just a few of the people who went off on Kathy Engelbert and the WNBA refs this past season because it was ridiculous.
Heard, but we are in a bit of a negotiation right now. We fight our rivals hard on the court, but now we're fighting for fair pay, safer play, and better resources for every player in the WNBA.
People with direct knowledge of the matter claim that the breaking point did not occur on the court. It took place following the games, meetings, movie screenings, and private discussions. Tone it down in a single, purportedly recurring message. Adapt the system. Give up calling attention to Caitlin Clark. That seemed like giving up becoming Sophie Cunningham or Caitlin Clark. For Lexie Hull, it felt like a penalty for intensity. Effort seemed to be insufficient. Silence gave way to annoyance at that point. This is where things start to get explosive. According to several reports, there came a time when players had had enough. No angry tweets, no press conference. Rather, they supposedly spoke jointly, immediately, and angrily. And what were the results of such discussions? Not accusations, demands, respect in officiating, rotational consistency, coaching staff openness, and league leadership responsibility. The moment that startled everyone then arrived. Insiders are rumored to have released a confidential internal memo. Although not formally verified, there has been much discussion.
The reality TV world, what did Bravo, what did people from Summer House have to say about all this?
You know that, I mean, this is like an unoriginal comment that people say, but when people say, my two worlds colliding, or whatever.
Really?
So
I've heard that. I got so many DMs about that.
I just think of my sports world and the reality TV world are so just polar opposites to me that I never feel the crossover as much as it actually exists.
Someone DM'd me and they're like, you need to get on Winter House. I didn't even know that was a thing. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I've never done it. They did 2 or 3 seasons, like 2 or 3. Oh, because season would be over.
Yeah, because Summer House I definitely can't do because of season, but they're like, get on Winter House. And I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
So that was a show that they did where it was like they took people from like 3 or 4 people from other shows and then put them all in a house in like Colorado or like Vermont.
Fans translated the document, which purportedly detailed worries about market imbalance, fear of overexposure of certain personalities, and tactics to maintain a competitive narrative that instantly controls the stars. Outrage erupted when Caitlin Clark's name came up in conversations, because it seemed to fans that the league was scared of being in the spotlight. Pressure increased, coaches were questioned, and league authorities became silent as soon as this information began to circulate. No refutations, no affirmations, only quiet. And although Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexie Hull weren't requesting favors, silence speaks loudly in situations like these. They wanted justice. Systems are revealed when fairness becomes a contentious issue. This is why it's important right now. It's not just one player who is grumbling. This is the same phrase being spoken by several players with various roles and personalities. It's not a coincidence. Culture is that. Fans saw it right away. Support poured in. Videos became viral. The stories were reversed. They became voices rather than problem players. Stars don't ruin leagues, so double down on control or pay attention. Disregarding them does. And it was made evident today by Lexie Hull, Sophie Cunningham, and Caitlin Clark. They have had enough of being silent. It's up to you now. Does the WNBA reward individuality or preserve equilibrium? Leave a comment with your ideas. For example, this tale is far from ended, so if you think fairness matters, subscribe. There was no noise here. This served as a caution. Wooah!